Hey guys, my name is Crispy,
And I'm JustBot.
and we are the F&D Gamers. So in this video, we are going to start a new YouTube series of us playing through Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Drez just got the Trilogy on like 50% off special, right? On the
Yeah.
Nintendo store.
Yeah, for Switch.
Yeah, so we are going to play through that, and we'll just kind of break it up into different episodes based on the stories that are in the different games.
Yeah.
And we'll try and bring these out on a regular basis, and hopefully you guys will like it. So without much further ado, we'll move right into the game. Objection!
You really want to start off literally like that?
Bruh!
Hold it!
Object! Press the A button, bro. Do 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 do.
Look. First turnabout.
First turnabout. Gasp, gasp.
That doesn't look good.
Someone got smushed with
Oh.
the statue. What? Damn it, why me? Wait, we know the bad guy?
Maybe. Ooh. He looks evil.
Like a giant mole on his forehead?
I think so.
That's nasty.
Do you want to voice Phoenix?
Boy, am I nervous!
Right.
Oh, hi, Chief!
Whew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks! Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. I'm like, am I supposed to talk?
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of hold my current job to him. It's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Objection!
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him.
Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! Sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. So I think he wants to die.
Nick!
Butts? Hey there, Larry. Larry Butts? What?
Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence.
guilty.
I ain't afraid to die.
Bro. What? What's wrong, Larry?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away?
Person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. First case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment.
She bleeding.
The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. The 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He's a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say is, though, it's usually not his fault, just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone, he's a good guy at heart.
I'd hope so.
And he's got big butts, and I cannot lie. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. That's what I'm gonna do. That's just what I'm gonna do. Objection! Read the lines right! Damn it!
Bakugo's right here.
Goodbye. All for one.
You want to be Mr. Judge Man?
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client.
I have to stop talking like that or I'm gonna kill myself.
Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. I objection! Go. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct! Keep your wits about you, you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Ooh, I know this one. It's, wait. Uh-oh. No, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix!
That's
you
me!
Absolutely, no.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Of course! The victim! Yeah, I know the victim's name! I just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cindy Stone. Also similar to Cinder Block.
Victim. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death?
She died because she was
Well, I'm just gonna say it again.
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions.
I see no reason why I shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker.
I'm thinking.
I knew you were gonna do it. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see, the court accepted into evidence. Thinking.
Right?
Thinking.
Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Thanks, Mia.
Objection!
You're the judge.
Mr. Payne.
Objection!
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Prosecution can't call the defendant to the stand?
Maybe they can in Japan.
I guess they can, and yeah, I'm like, They have like the right to choose to either testify or not testify on their behalf. Like, so they have no evidence outside of what the person. Okay, whatever. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. He's kind of an idiot. His name is Larry Butts, okay? Oh, he's got an eye twitch or something.
Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Didn't they all die?
I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls, or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway?
Whoa!
Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you, and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Good to know.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Bro.
Daddies? Sugar?
Sold?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? Right?
Objection!
I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof!
What?
He says oof! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
Bro.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you, or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't.
Uh-oh, you win. What do I do? I would have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth.
Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Not Larry. Poor Larry.
Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building.
Yeah.
Please bring Mr. Frank Sott to the stand.
Oh my god.
What a cheery guy. Mr. Sott, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Do you want to be this guy?
No.
Oh, yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant, sitting right over there. That is a
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Starrett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do? Is he, like, not a lawyer?
Why, you're exposed to lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Wow. Okay.
Open the court record with the R button, then point out contradictions in the testimony.
Can you do that, please?
Yes, I'm pretty sure this is a tutorial.
Got it.
Because she's explaining everything. Going door to door selling subscriptions. Okay.
Yeah, we did. Yep.
Okay. Dead. I'm gonna press him on this question.
Okay.
So it's just to hold it. It's not an objection.
Phone in your apartment wasn't working?
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right.
But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you?
Oh, that. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Would you remember a time specifically like that?
I don't know.
Like
what does R mean?
Present. That's
Present.
like present evidence against it.
Okay. Yeah.
I just
like,
wanna-
how do they know the time?
Yeah.
1 p.m. Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident.
1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. So,
R.
yeah, I'm looking. Wait, time of death 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Right.
And he said it was 1 p.m.
Right.
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
It's funny because his first name is Frank.
Right. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh!
Oh, that! Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing things right. See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Objection!
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
How many chances do real people get? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
No.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program.
Objection.
That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Why
There was a blackout. How is it TV on? I see you heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. You may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
Time of discovery. The television. Should we just present or ask about it?
We have, like, evidence that there was a blackout.
Yeah.
So, present, I would say.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
right
X
there.
to present, not A.
Hold it right there. Prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. This record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Gah!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Really? Mr. Sawit? The story keeps changing. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
He is sweating bullets right now. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony again. One more time.
Hearing the time? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. What clock?
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
Just, yes, we shall.
Okay, keep going. Yeah, it's not the murder weapon.
Press or present?
Wait, is the murder weapon a clock or is it a statue?
It's a statue.
Yeah, I don't...
So, press?
Yeah, press.
Hold it!
The murder weapon?
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Something's fishy here.
Objection!
Yeah.
Present.
Here?
Yeah. It's a statue.
Yeah, it's just
It's not
it
a
says
clock.
statue.
Yeah.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. How is this supposed to be a clock?
Why? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sawat.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Bain.
As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Mr. Payne.
I see.
Which he wouldn't have known about because he didn't go into the apartment.
Right, it says he didn't.
Okay.
This
It
man.
was a table clock after a while, Mr. Wright.
Okay.
It was a clock.
Yes. Yes.
We still have. Oh.
Yes.
Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony.
The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. That the witness testified he never hit it. See? Thank you.
Phoenix smart.
Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment.
You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. That's just asking to say. That's just like saying I am guilty.
I'll
but,
do
you
better
know.
than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court!
Yeah, you gotta pound that gavel.
Intriguing! Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh yes, this picture.
Mr. Sawat, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon just spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Ah!
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Well,
What?
you just ripped off his toupee. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Give him death.
Give him death. Order in the court! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply you could
I don't think this is the right answer.
ask the neighbors.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Okay. I would say examine the clock's batteries, like making sure that they actually work.
Okay.
Or try sounding the clock.
Should we do batteries or try the clock?
I would just maybe do try sounding the clock.
Okay.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
Ask the court to listen very carefully. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
He is the thinker, after all. I'm thinking.
So we've heard the clot. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawat heard and the actual time of death.
He's so upset.
So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha ha ha! You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. Yup.
That's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. So close. Mr. Wright? Seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Wait! Yes, Your Honor. Means I cannot let you indict the witness. Fortunately, this ends the cross-examination. What? Of Frank Sawat.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
So we failed? Grr, I almost had him.
Did we fail?
Sorry, Larry, I failed you.
No!
There's nothing I can do about it now. I think we did fail.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawat.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Chief. Mia, I mean Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. Can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof.
Right.
Right?
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 Wow.
Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Sure.
You just want to say yes? Just
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Hit the court record. I gotta see it.
Okay. No one would believe you if you didn't have the badge.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's Paris.
Okay.
Just saying Paris.
Electricity was out, noon to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back. Well, Mr. Wright? You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. It's gotta be the... Is it...
Well, the noon to 6, and she was killed between 4 and 5.
Right.
So that means it would have been...
It must be the... passport? Or is it the... blackout?
Well, it was from noon.
Yeah.
Did it have cords? Or is it just like...
Yeah, we don't know if it's a battery or not.
Oh, wait, it said examine the battery, so it's battery powered.
Yeah.
So I would say this.
Okay. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here parents is about 9 hours. Oh. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawat? Or should I say Mr. Did It?
Eh. Oh,
What?
Jesus.
He went rabid.
Are you okay, sir?
Order! Order, I say! Order! Well, the case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor.
Little bows.
A boo-boo. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Yay!
Yeah!
Oh, there's confetti! Larry!
Larry. And with that, this court is adjourned. Wait, is this the full first case? Turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar of the turd kind. Poses a newspaper salesman to check and see when people went out of the house.
No.
That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself in to do his dirty work. When he was searching her place, the victim returned.
No.
Flustered, Mr. Sowett grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find
And she's dead now.
and killed her. Whew, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
Never seen the Chief looking this happy.
She's barely got a smile, but okay.
Right. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Butts! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed.
But
Butts.
my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Harry. Harry. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one.
Oh my.
I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo!
I'm thinking.
Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry?
Larry. Harry.
Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing. Really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
Would it be the clock that she... Is it the clock?
It's gotta be the clock. Right? Or
Yeah.
what's the first thing?
That's our badge.
It's not the autopsy report.
No. And it's not her passport.
Right.
And it's not the blackout.
Right, it's gotta be the statue.
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock that you made for her, Larry. Harry. She took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling, bro.
Well,
Make of it what you will.
sorry.
Harry Butts!
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better. Ho ho!
Yay! Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent.
People, too.
All we can do is believe in them.
Believe in the power of the cards.
And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself.
Magic hats.
Right.
Go.
Right. Listen, learn. Grow strong. Grow strong, my boy.
Doggle.
Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here's done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah!
Oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
Okay. Okay, boomer. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. What? And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. And my promise would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Chief get killed? The end?
The end?
Question mark?
No question mark, just the end.
Should we cut?
Yeah.
For this then? Alright guys, so that was the first case, kind of like a tutorial
Yeah, I would say.
of the game. So it looks kind of interesting. It's kind of story based, and and it seems like based on what you do, it reacts to how you make decisions as to when to press or object.
When to like which options to pick, making sure that you look through the court record to justify.
To find the
justify what you're saying.
Contradictions.
Yes,
or whatever
too.
it is. I think that's what they said.
Yes.
So yes, I mean it seems like it's kind of a fun little story type game.
Yeah.
And I mean I'm happy to continue going through the stories and see if I'm hoping there's gonna be like a overarching
like a big web type of
like
stuff.
Things are going to get connected as we move forward. So I will be honest, I'm not familiar with it. I mean I know who the character is, but I don't know any of the story. So it's not like I'm going in like knowing all the cases or answers.
I've seen a bit of one of the cases. I don't remember which game it was, but it was one of the cases, so I know that one. So I might have you play that one.
Okay.
If we find it in here. If it is in one of these.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you do, hit the like and subscribe button. It helps us out and grow as a YouTube channel. We are also streaming on Twitch.
We stream Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We usually stream a couple of repeating games, so ones that will be every week. That's usually Minecraft Dungeons and Dead by Daylight, and then there's usually one game that we kind of rotate. We rotate through a bunch of them for one of the days. Usually just kind of how we feel or how the audience feels about it.
Yep. Yeah. So if you like that, I put our links in the description below. Feel free to check us out on Twitch as well. So with that, we'll catch you guys in the next episode of Phoenix Wright. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
you.